Yo. Hey, get that Italian sausage out of your mouth so you can talk. Are you muted? Okay, I can't hear you. You can hear me, right? Thumbs up. Okay, I can't hear you. No audio, amigo. Kristen, can you hear him? You really need to fire that. There you go. What's
Told
that?
you, man. That's a secret.
You need to fire that audio engineer of yours.
Yeah, no, man. He's on sleeping, like fucking nodding his head. I don't know about him. Shit. But the price is right. He's cheap, Simon must be bored with his evening. How's your buddy the Twit doing, man?
Hey, Simon. How's
Americans
everything
and
across the pond, huh?
an American and a Norwegian, not just Americans.
Not just a Norwegian, a Viking of Norway.
He said, well, so he says, I think he's from the same town that one that I had. I had three restaurants. I wonder how they did during COVID, man, because I don't know. Norway's rules were pretty strict, I think. But this guy bought this. I saw a picture of his BMW. The shit, oh my god, it was ugly color too. One of that car is like 30, over 30, like 40 something. Man, I thought, boy, for a guy, bought three restaurants, and well, he was on the third.
What was it? Was it that puke mustard color?
It was so stupid. It was just, you look at it like the Ford had a Mustang with that, like that California orange or some shit. It looked like a school bus. It was just terrible.
Hey, did you get a haircut this week, huh?
Yeah. Wasn't prepared for the noise here.
WWE.
Well, anyway, put downstairs. Anyway, last week's live stream, I couldn't show it because of copyright. With the funny cartoons. But,
yeah, remember I told you about that? I made a joke about it, but it was real.
Yeah, he could have played that. We'll do that stuff behind.
Ronald said, "Well, it's on YouTube." I said, "That doesn't matter. It's still, copyrighted."
They did that to me on the beach when you could hear the even if the music played, the melody, not the word, it would
I
But
think
still,
don't they have a 10-second rule? You can't have more than 10 seconds.
I think it's 5 or 10. I think it's
Track.
5. 5, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, because on our bus route, one of the bus routes we had, Burnham, like Mitchell to Burnham and over to another little small city, and a street that crossed that where it was a stop, like a main stop, was Electric Avenue. So just like the song,
yeah.
we were talking about that, and I think it's 5 seconds because it said.
Was that
It said
group, was that a one-hit wonder? Who did that song?
Yeah.
I can't
One
remember
of
the name of the
those
band.
New Wave or British Invasion 2.
Yeah, one of the punk rockers or something like that.
Rock
New
on,
Wave.
Rock on down to Electric Avenue. That's all. That's
Yeah.
all you can.
But I can't remember who did it.
We're gonna walk down. I don't know, man.
A
You know, there
flash
are
in the pan.
a lot of those songs like that. Kind of like we had the 8 tracks with Ted the Sledge, and then you had Casey and the Sunshine Band in the other drawer. You wouldn't admit to liking any of that. I just liked what I liked. I mean, I was closed-minded, man. I like that. Van Halen came out, Heart came out there kicking ass, and they turned into a top 40 band. Wrecked them. They got rid of or two of the boyfriends they had. They fucked them over, and the dudes left. And they were on their way when it first started. I saw them in '78.
I just saw on the internet that guy, I guess he was a guitarist for the Allman Brothers. He died yesterday. Dickie Betts.
Dickie Betts, yeah. I think the
80
Ginger
years
Baker.
old.
What is that drummer? He died a couple of years ago.
I don't know.
He that wasn't Ginger Baker, was it?
Wasn't there
Ginger
two?
Baker.
Did the last Allman brother die, or is he still?
What's that?
Last Allman brother, did he die? There was Greg and Dwayne, right?
Yeah, they're dead. I think Greg died first. I think.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Chris,
Yeah.
Creative
Hey,
Monk
Chris.
is in the house.
Yeah.
Simon, how did you get an early Dart Friday? You got that big ass warehouse to take care of.
Got to be cold in there,
You
man.
got a lot of cable to hang.
Gigantic freeze box there. That's actually colder in there than it is outside.
Looks
They're not gonna
bigger than a
blast-
soccer pitch almost. Huh?
They're not going to blast those propane heaters in there. We're downstairs before you fall.
Hey, tonight it's going to be 45 overnight. 4 or 5, like Colt 45 malt liquor.
Yeah, you kind of have my sympathy.
Nah, it's beautiful. The only thing the other night we had storm come through my porch roof. I got to replace my porch roof now.
I
Downburst, it's just
I said this before, but my mom's family's from the Scandinavia and Ireland, England, Norway, and all that, Denmark, and all that. All of them, to a degree. My dad's primarily is in north of Italy. After that, down at Calabria, by the boot, by the toll, and Sicily. But I can't believe that I don't have no tolerance for cold anymore. I can't take that shit. I got air conditioning in the house when it's outside. I go in there. Oh, they finally got the freaking dirt dumped in the back. An electrician came over, and instead of running he ran the 2 lines for the internet and electric. He ran it to the back, down the back of the house, and then to a pole, and then out to the main one, where he could have it just looks like shit because you got these wires in. But that's a big backyard I got. Mother-in-law started.
So you're 1 week closer to not moving in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a couple things that you got. The house settling, got to put in some. I don't know if they use skin coating for cracks, but those non-shines use the epoxy. Well, like when you do drywall and you got the mud in the middle, because both them boards are tapered. At the end, you got to fill it in. They didn't do that. They didn't do that till the end, and then they put the epoxy on and it's black. You could be putting coats on there forever.
Hey, did you get your occupancy permit?
No, 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 no. If I did, I'd be there right now.
Uh, so that's the
I
last thing you're waiting for.
well, yeah, that and the fence. The fence right at the wall right now is 3.5 feet. Well, when I'm on it, it's kind of like overlooking a little bit because it's a little higher. But another 5 feet would make it 8.
So once you get the
Under-
permit, you can go buy furniture, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a wooden deal there I could lay down on. But
Oh, you gotta have a place for your workers to take a nap all day.
at night, at night's cool, man. Everybody comes out. It's freaking warm. It's balmy, comfortable.
Yeah, I heard it's been really steaming hot there. Has it been that way in Mindanao?
No, that's just lately. Last year when I was here, all these months, January, I wasn't here in December, January, February, March, April, all the way, they were all hot. This year, it was a lot more cool than it was hot. Well, for here, cool is, overnight low is 74, but it dipped down about three or four times. I don't know the history on it. But I felt like I need a blanket here. I wore my hoodie one night. That was when I got the father-in-law the Yamaha. I drove the used one, no problem. I get on that thing when I bought it. I don't have the strength in my back to balance that weight. I just get one of them little.
There
I get
was
one of the
a YouTube blogger that he just bought some kind of little bike, but he made a video days ago, and he was right in my wife's hometown. He walked right down in front of the house that I rebuilt, the one she grew up in. So she got to see their house again.
Yeah, I look for my. I get these. What do you call it? From one of the high schools I went to, the longest. Well, I was enrolled the longest, but I. Other than a class picture, I think the only picture. Well, I might have had it in track, but I'm not in charge of posting and stuff. You can't find any of me except for a classroom because I never went. So I got suspended. I was up for 3 months in a row, and I went there after school hour. Like I was standing outside at 4:00. School ends at 3, and vice principal suspended me. I haven't been there in 3 months.
What were you doing? Working or partying?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I was doing. Enjoying life. Just waiting to be 18, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, man, it was like the world was falling apart with unemployment. Well, here.
Did you go in the army right after? When did you go in the army? When you turned?
I went there April of '80. I was 18, but
yeah.
I was going on 19 that year. It's fucking.
You would have graduated in what, 79, right? If you'd been in your high school class, because that's the year I did.
Yeah. So I went over to a different school. They said we're going to put you down a grade. I said, "Fuck that! I'm out of here," because I didn't have the credits.
If I would have gone in right out of high school, I would have been June of '79.
Man,
about 5 years.
I only did it because I had a pregnant wife.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I joined.
Fun
in the oven.
If I'd have did it right, well, no, I wouldn't be here today. So
my son was already born by the time I went to boot camp.
Yeah.
In fact, he took his first steps when I was in boot camp. Missed that.
Mine, I think mine was, well, she was born in Georgia when I was down there in Fort Benning for airborne training.
What year? 80,
80,
80, 80.
80.
My
When
first
I
one
left,
came in 83.
when I left Texas, El Paso, that's where I had my base. Omar Bradley was still there. And, out of the fuck every day by noon it was dry, 2% humidity, 5%. I think it rained once when I was there, but it was over 100 every day.
Hey, did
Where
you
did,
see in the news where Dubai got 4 inches of rain in one day?
wow.
The city was like underwater. Man, they showed the airport. Their planes, it looked like that plane that landed in the Hudson River, right? These planes are taxiing and the water's up to the belly of, it's almost into the engines on the
That's not
wings.
good. Yeah, that's not good.
Well, they don't have any drainage because they don't need it because they never
I
get
know,
any
so
rain. But then they got 4 inches. They said they got a year's worth in 24 hours.
Vegas is like that too. They don't have any sewer system unless they've done it since I was there.
But
You would
man,
see
cars underwater everywhere.
you would see a wicked darker than dark clouds and rain like a monsoon. And within an hour or something, the water would be evaporated. It'd be
Yeah.
gone. But I was when I went from the desert to Dix, it was like because McGuire Air Force Base is right next door,
Right.
and it was like, oh my God, it feels good to see grass. We were out. We took there's a 22 miles, a 22 mile or 12 road a march through the desert, while on the road.
Dang.
So everybody, these guys, they let everybody fight. They wanted to fight. Guys would pass out. Oh yeah, from swinging, man.
Oh yeah.
And they gathered a bunch of us. I think 5 or 6 guys. They said, "You guys go up there and police the area. Pick up whatever." We fucking laid there for a couple of hours. There was nothing. There was nothing to be picked up. And was I glad I didn't have to do the what do you call it?
Was that out in the hot sun though? When you lay down?
Yeah.
You get sunburned?
Oh, like an Indian, man. I was the prime example of a farmer tan because when wife came, they're all, my neck, biggest arms. But when I had them on, it was unbelievable how white I was. But I did my thing there and I got out. But if I would have never done everything wrong, wrong and right, but I ended up being in a good place because I got to quit work at 59, and nobody else in my family could say that. I have a better retirement life than they do, losing that job or having that job move out there in the factory was probably the best thing that ever happened to me there. Because that pension, and they closed doors in March in Milwaukee. Now they're doing some small thing in North Carolina. But that pension there was only $800 a month. It didn't dawn when I started.
All these people that whine, that how can you retire at 56 or whatever, I'm like, hey, you have the same opportunity to get a job,
If I'd have been smarter about it, because when I was living above the bar, when I moved out on my own, and one of the guys I met there, later on I knew his brothers, and that dude, he went on to a job with the building and rec, whatever. And if I would have been higher, I might have got fired because of my temperature, but if I would have been there and not been fired, starting 85, I would have had my 3 highest years in there, and I just get off the earliest one I could every day. Waiting on. That's what some of the guys did. There was a 30 and out there. A lot of these guys, and they take your 3 highest years. So You bust your ass for 3 years after that, if you want to. But back then, those guys, because they reduced the formula, with the employee contribution in the company, it used to be a fat, juicy one. I think it was 8% and went down to 3 last I remember. But I got the same insurance. I took the what do you call it? I got United Healthcare. I took what's that one? The name for it, I forget. No, what the fuck is that name with health insurance? What is it?
There's tons of them. Blue Cross, Blue Shield.
No. The one where you get the cheaper rate, but you have it costs you more. When, for the service. I mean, for any
PPO or what?
HMO.
HMO, yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, I thought, well, I'll take that one, but when I took it, when I told her I wanted that one, I said, tell me about the two. It cost me $44 a month, something like that, for that single, and then the dental one is 40 something too. And I said, so I was talking to the HR woman, and I said, hey, so how does this work? I never bothered knowing about it. And she said, we got this rate because it's connected with, it's a group rate, and it's connected with Medicare. So I'm thinking, they do half, and then whatever they don't cover, Medicare does, or whatever, vice versa. I think it's vice versa. She said no. She said no, they cover it all, because I've called up too, And I said, so what happens? Do you guys pay most of it, and then Medicare pays the rest? She goes, no, we pay it all. Oh shit. Sweet, man. I said, like at Master Lock, I said, $800 a month. So if my dad wanted to give my mom part of it, he'd only get $7. So I asked the lady when I'm there, thinking it's the same way. And I said, so when I die, like my wife gets half of it? She said, no, she gets all of it. I said, well, she'd be sitting pretty good when it comes to, she's 18 years younger than me. So I'm covered there. I'm covered with everything. All I got to do is live long enough to see it all happen. With the kid going to school. Yeah, this college stuff is. He wants to be a teacher right now, he says, but he'll be able to do whatever he wants. So that's why I said. I couldn't have it any better, really. So
Our daughter graduates next week from college.
how many daughters you got in college?
No, this is our oldest daughter with my Filipino wife. We have a younger daughter too. We have 3 kids. A boy sandwich in between the girls.
That's what I was speaking of. I know you have the other. Yeah, so oof. Nice, baby. If I'd have got, well, if I'd went to that bus company back in, instead of taking a job with Master, I would have. Man,
Could you have retired even earlier?
oh yeah, shit.
Or
Back
was it
then,
age or number of years? What was your
age and number of years.
Oh, did it have to equal something?
Yeah, like 80. Well, 30 plus whatever. It have to
So
equal.
if you'd have started there when you said you wanted to, how many years would you have had?
22.
Bus company.
22 years old, 19. Well, not 22. 85, I was 24. So 85, 85, 10,
To
20,
just a
30.
couple of years ago?
This year would have been 40. I could have left 10 years ago, 10 or 20 years ago. But the problem with that one is a lot of these guys, they get all worked up about this retiring early thing, and they forget to look and see what they're going to get from the Social Security, because you're not putting it in anymore once you retire. So a lot of these dudes went, what the fuck, they got time to collect. That's why the smart ones, they had it all done. One guy hated the job. He was a cool guy. He was a manager of Subway or that Cousins one time. And he figured I got a year left, year or two. He went down there to check out what his numbers were. And he found out he was working for $87 a week.
Right.
So he said, "Yep, I'm gone." 2 weeks, did you notice? Those guys, about it, I didn't think nothing about pensions when I was young, man. I think everybody, you're gonna get whatever. It doesn't mean that much to a person that's 23. But this was a blessing to that job, because I was only guaranteed my wage for another year. So
Yeah, at that age, you could never imagine being 60 years old, let alone living that long. So.
Nah, I would have probably would have been the dumb one. I left when I was 25 and out. That's what it is. 25, so 49, 50 years old. But you know what? When it's time, when you know it's time is coming, working's easy, man. You don't got to go if you don't want to. Do what you want to do. But it really is, man. If I wouldn't have the surgeries I had, I probably would have kept. Oh, but I'd probably be dead too, because I would have been smoking, and I would have.
I got lucky. My last like year and a half. That's when all the crud started, and they wanted most of the time I could work from home. Most of it.
Work from home.
I'd only have to go in like once a week or something. So.
For what?
What do you mean? I mean, during COVID, during the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
When they were paranoid about anyone being around anybody. So
hey,
I got to just check in from home. I had to be on my computer, my 8 hours or 10 hours a day, but I had to go in like once a week. And after a while, they said, well, yeah, we're going to start coming back into work, and you got to follow these rules and take these medical precautions. And I said, well, I'm out of here.
Lucky for me, I was able to. Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig, how's things done under?
Have to go in. I didn't have to go in because I was on my surgery time.
Right, your sick leave or whatever you're having.
Yeah, and my haircut. My God, I had my son try it because I was like, I couldn't go get a haircut. I wouldn't let them do it. Like 2 weeks after he chops a little bit, then I can get one. I was driving up the wall like that.
How much do you pay for your haircut? 50 pesos?
Well, now?
Yeah.
I went up to 60, 70 now.
Damn. It's over $1. What a robbery.
Yeah. Well, this one I went to, these guys are just fucking kidding. My son can do it too. I said, hey, did you ever cut hair before? He goes, no, I just watch him do it. He did pretty good.
I go to this guy. He's a Vietnam vet. It says $10 is the rate, but I always give him at least $5 tip.
Paying 18, man, when I was back at home. I said, boy, I'm really going to miss these $18 haircuts. I said, I got to go get that one, cost $1. They get mad at me.
That's one thing I'm lucky. My wife's never been to a beauty parlor to get her hair done. She cuts her own hair. I don't know how, but she does.
You go here. They don't license. You don't have to have a license. I know. It's like having certificate to run a business.
I know. When I was there visiting her 20 years ago, she was in Metro Manila, this dude. I said I wanted to get a haircut. And she said, "Oh no, just stay here." I was like, "What?" She said, "Yeah, he'll come to the house." He brought his clippers. He cut my hair, real good, like military shortcut, And said, "How much?" He said, 25. 25 pesos. He said, "Yeah." So I gave him like 100. My wife's like, "Oh, that's too much." I'm like, "That's
Dude,
$2."
but if you do it all the time, though,
I said he came to the house, and everything.
what you doing that word gets around, and then everybody.
Everybody hits you up because they know you're the big spender.
Brings his fucking beards now. Golly, boy, good.
See, what time is it for you? It's like 11 at night for you, Craig, something like that? Or did you change your clocks around also? Or you don't do it in that part of Australia? One of you guys said there's parts that do and parts that don't, right? Certain, like Victoria, New South Wales, Northern Territory, everyone, they either do or don't fall back an hour or jump forward an hour. That must make for some confusion, huh? Remember that, Tony? Wasn't there a place in Indiana that didn't turn the clocks up or something like that? And I don't think Arizona did it either, right?
Oh, part of the state is central, and part of it's eastern.
Oh, that's right.
But
I forget where the dividing line is. Is it around Indianapolis? Or?
Man, probably. Maybe up there. The Illinois there, they had some bars, depending on what town you were in. We had some we went to because we, in regular, 1918 or so. They were open till 6 a.m. Yeah, some of them, not all of them. It depends on what city you were in.
Hey, Tony, was there an earthquake down in Davao about a week or so ago?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
though, huh?
That's normal. People here, they're not even ready for a tsunami, man. If the weather's like it is, I'm gonna get me a freaking boat and have that fucking thing tied up to
tied up to your house. Just have it there for when the water rises.
Yeah, man, but people, what are people gonna do here? They don't have no money for that shit. It'd probably be a horrific thing to happen here. Maybe it won't, we're a couple miles from the water there. Still,
Butuan's kind of sheltered though. You wouldn't get the direct Pacific tsunami. I mean, that would hit Surigao mostly. It might make it to you, but
when they had that,
it'd have to be a hell of a wave to make it to you.
When they had that typhoon, Cagayan de Oro, they got hit bad, but not us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta figure out these guys talk about.
See, so how long you been back there now? Have you been there a year now?
Over a year.
Over a year this time?
Yeah. This is today.
April 19th for us.
Yeah, I think I got in the 4th last year.
April 4th? Yeah, that's right. Because that's the day I first arrived there in my life to the Philippines was on an April 4th.
I should put in from a 13A line before I leave. I'm not bothering with that U.S. freaking top report shit. They wouldn't even let you out of the country. They wouldn't let you on a plane if you had it. You'd be well. They might, but you would have. You'd be freaking black. They'd have you on a list. Sad thing is around here, you can't very well speak up for yourself without getting in trouble. The brother-in-law the other day, they're over there in this other work. doing the mother-in-law's fence, and it said something, no, America. I didn't go over it. I felt like saying, well, what the fuck about it? What about it? I still had my contacts, but I started a fight with my glass. I ain't taking, anything within reason. I ain't taking shit from nobody. Fuck that. I got 19 years of driving that fucking bus, putting up with those assholes. I got a whole lot of fucking frustration built up in me. I ain't saying I'd ever win anything, just as long as I get my licks in.
Hey, Craig, how's your football team look this year? He said he just got done watching it.
Really?
He just got done watching his Australian rules football team.
Yeah, you want to live around that town, Middle East, boy. You want to be in a decent area. It's gonna cost you a couple thousand a month. They use when they started in Doha, in Qatar. They started, Dubai has all the skyscrapers, but in Doha, they made it a rule or whatever to they got like the height of homes the way they were forever, and they use that. I think they use it in pools too. It's like a shell, real. I think it's a pretty porous thing. I forget what it's called, but it absorbs the sun pretty good. It's white, so the house inside remains pretty poor, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I bought a couple extras too, man. I can't drink that shit. Bad shot, huh? I don't even have any tones either, man. You gonna get some snow tomorrow? Pretty cool.
Nope. I think the snow's done for the year.
I go there, man. I want to take one of my lighter hoodies with me when I go. Fucking 70 something is gonna be. As soon as I land there, I'm gonna be ready to leave. I would have went the opposite direction like that before with Qatar, but they don't have. I don't think they have premium economy. I'm not sure.
So you're flying east, right? This time.
No. I'm going west this time.
You're going the same thing back to Doha against the.
No. I didn't want to do. I didn't want to be there for 9 hours.
So which way are you going? If you're going east, you're going directly back to the States, either.
Yeah, I'm going from Manila to Los Angeles.
Right. Well, that's going east. You said no. I'm going west.
And I go to Chicago. On the way back, I go from Chicago to Vancouver. And Manila just started.
Return flight. You should go through Doha again. Go that direction.
I should have. That would have been, but they didn't have the seating that I need.
What
I
kind
gotta
of
have
seating do you want?
I need some freaking legroom, man. So I'm right in back of the galley and the toilets and all that shit. I can't take that coach, man. That thing would make me think and do shit I wouldn't even be thinking of doing.
So what are you taking? Business class?
No, I premium economy.
Premium economy. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah. What?
So how much more do you pay for that?
I don't even know. I upped mine. It cost me $200. Then I changed them. I told my son, go on the travel one I use. He uses some other shit. He never does, Tell him about the taxes. I said, ask him about that other thing to brother. Okay, over and over. Then he goes, well, I just gave the guy the stuff. Like the second coming of my father. He's a lot like him. More than I ever was.
And normally, Craig, they say with the trade winds that going west to east, you gain a couple hours because
Yeah, if you go
the
east,
tailwind.
you get there faster if you go east. I mean, if you go from Chicago, if I fly east on the way back.
It's faster. But if you go to Chicago and fly to LA, you're going against, especially LA back across to Asia.
I think you lose.
Wind,
I think you lose a couple hours. How do they land that fucker? I don't care how long.
That's right. It don't matter what time it is, as long as they get it down safely.
I could have swore on the way back to us that I'm going to spend 10 hours in Manila. My son sends me an email on my phone. You really have to mess around to be able to look at it. And I'm just gonna, if I'm there that long, they have a couple. I think they have 2 or 3 flights in the morning and a couple, same thing in the afternoon.
Yeah, my wife went back like Christmas of 19 or something like that. Right before they locked the whole world down, she come back that January. She had an 11-hour layover in Hong Kong.
Well, it dawned on me. I thought, well, you know what? I'll ask if they got a room on an early one if I'm going to be there all 15 days. I arrive here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on my birthday.
They should have, some of these airports should have those little, it looks like a coffin where you slide right in and take a nap, pay by the hour or something. I know in Japan they have hotels like that, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm too claustrophobic, man. I wouldn't want to be shoved into this tube just to take a nap for a few hours.
Well,
but
you know
I'm
what?
sure they have them.
I did okay. I didn't do okay when I was doing my MRI for the scan. Thousands of photos of your brain. And what was I in there for? Yeah, I was in there for that. But my back problem, I'd lay in that fucker for 5.5 hours, man. It was hurting, man. There's no comfortable position. I lay flat on something. Don't put anything under my above my ass there because it's going to make it hurt even more. I can't get that. The reason I wouldn't do that again. Well, the second and third time it was like 2 hours. But
Craig, go to the next thing Craig asked you. Next comment.
I only took it to try. What do you call it? Yeah, I don't know.
Craig, the joke is he's 1 week closer to not moving in.
Yeah. No, when you
gotta get the proper paperwork, which takes a while.
Yeah, when that's your next step, you think, oh man, but then you realize where you are. So you know what could and will happen. Murphy's Law Center. Also done though, I had them bricked up. The entrance, their entrance would have been to the dirty kitchen, but I changed my mind on that. Now I'm gonna use that space for a living room. It's gonna be pretty big too. And I don't know where to put that washer. Can't think where to put that washer. I have a water line, you know. I don't want to do it underneath the floor underneath the kitchen. I don't know. Well, yeah, I wouldn't think it mattered either with the flight, but it does. But I don't mind. it's kind of scary trying to fly that by close to all the shit that's going on. You know, especially now. Here's it on Iran. I don't want to be one of those over there.
So you got to get a water tank, right? Did you say you're going to
Well,
get?
yeah, I don't have to, but I will. Oh, I turned on the water and the bedroom shield. Everything works like it's supposed to. And the other one, I think it's made by Posey. It's called Italian Cook. So that'll tell you something. Second one, when you lift up the lever, smooth, they're pretty pricey pieces of plumbing.
So right now you have city water, right?
We do, but we don't have no meters nowadays yet. But
You have good water pressure?
no, not in ours. Yeah, in my shower, no lift in the bedroom, but not the other one. I'm trying to say that I lift up that lever, and all the water, any water there is, comes out of that fixture. It's like a ball. You can rotate it left, right, up. So I don't know why that is, but all the things were brand new and nice. The flooring had got like pretty good grip, picked up a nice pattern. The dude that's there, must be fucking filthy feet or some shit. Now that place looks like a bus station, bathroom.
Huh.
I hate to even look in that fucking. Anyway.
So they get to live in it while they're working on it.
They don't stay in it when they live in it. Can't have any. But as soon as we're in there, we start the other phase. Then whoever's working will go to the brother-in-law's. They're all friends, all these guys. That'll be nice, man. Given the moving thing, I'll go to SM there. They got this, I think it's 32,000. And tables. They're starting to design out there now. This furniture was when it changed in what was that, early 50s. The end tables next to the bed remind me of ones my parents had when I was a kid. Some of them have legs that are angled. I think I might just get the white ones. Twin bed. Whenever that happens. Fuckers will go to sleep. Yeah, I think I have 370 kilometers on that on the truck now. I don't know what that is in miles, but even the sales lady there, but they call it your agent. That's your agent. It's when you go to for everything, except the emissions test.
So you probably still have a half a tank of fuel, huh?
Well, I put in that fourth one time, and I put the other a few days ago. I was at over half, and I put 1,000 in, and I'm still short of the full mark. I don't care about that. That's like a fun drive for me. So I saw the one I went to on the way back from and the wife went to. Oh, we went to City Hardware. The one that's only got like 10 parking spots across from Robinson's. It's a smaller place, but still got just as many workers. And first guy tied down, I got one strip. Just the door, the sliding door in the front with the 2 panels stationary, 2 slide. is the dimension. Somebody either fucked that up and made it. Either the print wasn't followed, or somebody did something wrong. I had to go get that edging that you put like for steps. You know, it's silver. That'll cover that gap. But I'm getting tired of these guys painting for 2 months the same shit. I thought, well, why would I want to do it? I'll have somebody else do it. I didn't think somebody else was going to take half their lifetime and get that shit done. And I was going to give these guys a bonus too. I was going to give them 1 week's pay each, whatever they receive. But they've made more than that.
Oh yeah, they've made weeks and weeks and weeks of extra pay on you.
So, yeah, I ain't doing that. And they won't care because they know they'll get over. Like when there one time I walked, well, not last month, I walked in there. I said, you know what? They were up there, they fill the pan. They don't clean it out, so they got these chips in it. So then they go up there and sand the chips off. I said, look, I walked in there one day. I said, that's not this shit. Fuck that. No more of this shit here. You leave the fucking trim alone. Roll the walls. Do what I asked for. This is getting ridiculous. I said, I'm disappointed here. There's got another one. She's the boss. Yeah, they worked on a Sunday once. I said, okay. So I left her on a Wednesday. That house looked the same. I went in there on Sunday. There was nothing different. So I said, unless you have your brother here, nobody's fucking working there. They pick up the sandpaper, and the outside too. One of the panels had standing water on it, the guy says. So he goes out there and jams something underneath it to lift it up. And he puts in an extra downspout. I was looking at it yesterday. There's that, I don't know, they either hung it or they had to hung it. What's that, pergola? What do you call that? The Italian one, pergola, right? So I looked, and in the middle is either the sides either pulled out or the middle bowed out, or the middle of the structure bowed out. So it made it kind of hard for the ends to do what they're supposed to do. Of course, I gotta have these come up with these deductions myself, No, man. When I thought about it after he did that, I thought, it's a brand new fucking house, man. This ain't no piece of shit. Give me my shit. Give me the fucking keys, and I'm in there. And the thing is, after that, kind of traded. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna get this. I got a 2024, the two-wheel drive. Clearance is great. And at first I thought, well, I want the 2.4 because they got a problem with the 2.8. That's this vendor that makes the air duct induction system. So I said, well, it's got all the safety features too, which help, around here. So that cost $29,000 US. They had a one pickup left. It was a 4x4, 2023. Those things sold for, now they're up to $39,000 US or 40. But this one they were selling for 31. And I thought about it. And I thought, what do I need that for? So, them doing a construction and, the drive coming in, that was a chore to even dump dirt there. And it was mud. And I thought, oh, fuck, I'm gonna have a hell of a time taking this out. So I had on eco and it spun the tires. I said, well, wait a minute. Hit the power button. It didn't spin once, man, right out of there. Unbelievable. They must have some low gears in there or something. Here comes the Saboteur.
I got the Saboteur right here in BBD.
Oh yeah.
What's up,
Good
Kiko?
morning, Bremerton.
Oh boy, it's Bremerton indeed. What's up, Tom? Craig? Christian?
I'll forgive you about last week.
What do you mean forgive? I was a busy man, son.
No, man, I got strike for that.
You too early. You know what I'm saying? I got a call this morning waking me up. It's the damn woman that booked my flight the last time I went to the Philippines. She want to hook up when I get back to Clark. I'm like, okay. She got a job.
We had one lady at work that did with she wanted to have a kid, so she leaves her boyfriend. I can see her through the blinds. He comes and picks her up. She's like 40, you know. So this dude has father of 4. They've been together like 8 years, but she's got this thing of wanting a kid, and she knew I made money. But so this other guy, and then she said, "Listen." I know where. I said, I said, look, this wouldn't. She said, I used to be a bitch. I said, don't get mad, but I can still see this me being one. I said, I ain't having a kid. I ain't having a fucking kid with her. So before I went on vacation, Junior, the guy, I had like a third friend when I was teenagers. I said, I ain't got the money Junior does because I had a new truck and car, so she figured I had. So I'm at the festival. These two are together. And I see him, but I don't see her, honestly, because I was talking to a couple people I knew, And my back turned, all of a sudden this person comes up and the shit out of my leg. I turn around and I would turn around the wrong way. And about 3 times she goes, oh, you little asshole. You could have come over there and said hi. I said, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. I haven't been because I've been talking to these people. I haven't seen one since, 40 years,
Man.
So this dude, she comes back. I sent her a message. I said, you gotta be kidding me. And she says, I love him. I said, no, you don't. You love his wallet, man. She says, don't ever call me. Don't ever talk to me. I said, no problem. And I never did. She tried to say, I would have nothing to do with it. I'm like, oh, shit. I said, listen, this guy come to work and he works 5 a.m. call duty. So that means he's up at 3 o'clock, 3:30. And he came home at 11 p.m. one time from working. And she waited up the bitch and moaned on something to fix right there and then in there. So I could just see the train wreck, for me. Because we were sitting there, me and him were sitting there. It was before I went on vacation. He goes, oh, that'd be a nice one for one of us, huh? I said, not me.
I was shocked, man. I'm trying to.
Once somebody has somebody, you can't say nothing to them because they're going to go tell them everything.
Yeah, but I was surprised. I mean, yeah, you can call me. He gave me a number and shit. I want to see what this chick look like. She sounds like she's thin, but you can have that voice and look thin.
She knows you from where?
So who?
She knows you from where?
She booked my first flight. What's up, Christian? Craig?
Travel agent in the Philippines, huh?
Yeah. She going all out, talking about, she can pick me up at Clark. I got lots of shit. Girl, you're going to need a van.
You know why they said that? She wants to be the only one.
Mm-hmm. She must be, well, she told me her husband died in 2012. So I'm like, damn, you been single that long too?
She's been turning that long. There ain't nobody listening.
Just been playing different fellas.
If there isn't somebody to make their life a lot better. They won't even bother. You know, what for? You know, you got somebody in the same boat you are already. You're gonna be two miserable people together. Nobody wants to go from being fucking poor to a different kind of poor.
A broke motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, young ones will just love shit.
Tina Turner.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I'm surprised that sausage she had never flopped out on her.
Which one?
Tina Turner.
She fucked around. She didn't do
No.
bad at the end. She married some billionaire.
Oh, German, yeah, she married to a German dude for like 20 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah, I know, right?
No,
It's
when you
about
got
the
billions,
dogs.
baby.
I know, huh?
But she had a lot of foundation on that face, but there was good music there. So
Yeah, if Ike didn't beat the hell out of her.
hey, that's
Mm-hmm.
I died a while ago, didn't he?
Ike died first.
Huh?
Long time ago.
He died first, yeah. I don't know when. You'd have to pull a RC.
I love it when they played Blood Mary's, you know, build up to that kicking ass part.
You see what Craig said. The insurance only lasted 12 years.
I keep getting like the life insurance policy is supposed to end when I was 62. So I eliminate. So I thought, and eliminate and block it. So it said within a certain time period, prior deductions and any future will be taken, what will be put back in your account. So I'm thinking, well, I took care of that. Then I look on the list, shows them that they took out again. Every time my son, he goes in, the insurance guy got an agent, an independent insurance company, and they're an agent for Acuity. So he goes and asks him, I said, look, this isn't a car. I told him, it's not a car, it's life insurance. He goes and he asked him about car shit. The mother. Oh. Ay.
That's right, Christian. I treat them like video games. I play them, I beat them, and then I forget them.
We're up to welcome for a while.
Yeah, do Craig, but you know how it is. You know,
They got you on a timer. These dudes don't know it either. They got you on a two-year timer. You don't come around after that second year, you ain't gonna, unless you're smart enough to know why you're getting the piss off. They let you decide. Make it easy for you.
well, it depends though. It depends on how you want to do it.
I had a friend at work, and he had a whitey like that, and everything was going great. And all of a sudden, he says, "Yeah, let yourself on there." He ever since he said all of a sudden she just stopped coming over, and she never called me. I said, well, there's a reason for that. Man. She was on 2 years with him. She cut him loose.
Yeah, I'm quicker than you. That's why.
He's a good guy, though. He's a good guy. Kevin, I know his last name. I can't remember.
How can that wear thin after some years, Craig?
Oh, you're gonna become the woman. That's
Yeah, it would be more painful to spend 20 years with someone arguing, and she spend all your money, and then she dump you for someone else, and blah blah blah.
wouldn't get into
You can't do it, man. You got to find your space too. Fuck all that. I just
You know what? When I was younger, I used to do anything to keep that palm. And when I got older, they give me a little shit. Fuck you, see ya. You know, I'd have one looking out my backyard, bro. I could get used to this. I thought that's the last day I saw her too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's funny for me to look at YouTube where you see men that talk shit about men that rent a lady for a night,
oh,
and at the same time they have married a girl after 3 weeks in Philippines or Thailand and bought them a house, and then they throw the man away. So they have the woman have the house and everything, and they are broke as fuck.
Mhm. I don't
yeah,
want to play. I don't want to play that game show. Shit, I want to come out on top too.
the lightning rod.
Yeah, and I am actually enjoy being alone, but of course sometimes you want your sack to get empty, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, but if ain't nothing working for you, and you got some crazy woman hanging around your neck, no, I don't need all
Yeah.
that shit. Mm-mm. I can drink my own liquor and smoke my own cigarettes and kill myself if I felt like it. I don't need you to fucking do it.
Yeah. And if you smoke, the first they say, yeah, it's no problem you smoking. That's not a problem. Blah blah blah. And then it goes like 2 months, and oh, you should stop smoking.
My
Oh,
hair
why
smells
are
like
you
smoke.
drinking alcohol?
Cause you're getting on my nerve, bitch. Don't start no shit up in here, right?
Yeah.
There's a
No,
reason.
Craig, I wouldn't rent them every day. I would maybe twice a month for a couple of
Mm.
hours.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a couple of Airbnbs every now and then.
And
Yeah,
even if most men don't want to admit this, there is a reason why men likes Asian, Japanese, Norwegian, Danish, Swedish, Turkish, because we like variety. You know?
yeah.
That goes for everything. I mean,
We tried all.
you're not
We
gonna wear
tried.
the same color underwear every fucking week. Are you? You're gonna change underwear. You like blue sometimes. You
Get them
like
a little
red.
big. Get them a little big, little small, little old, little young. Same shit. Same. You gotta go through life the same bullshit.
If you ask any American woman if you ask them if they want to have a Chinese man, they will say no. If you ask them if they want an Indian man, they will say no. Whilst I don't care. She can be Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, Japanese, whatever.
As long as she ain't got the same
He said
equipment.
yes.
We all look the same in the dark.
Booth. Well, what was that? What's that damn thing I said? Oh, I saw this thing talking about the Mexican word of the day. Oh, that shit was
Budweiser.
no butternut. She
You know
said
what
she,
Budweiser is?
yes, the word was butternut. She says, well, she said she was a woman, but a nut said something else.
You heard of Budweiser?
Uh-uh.
Hey, her face looked good. Budweiser eyes so big.
So I told you, I guess you done heard the question all over for the 50,000th time. The house ready yet?
Yeah. Almost.
Connor, you're the 592nd million guy that asked him that on this live stream.
I know, right?
He's 1 week
Backyard.
closer to not moving in. That's the answer.
Backyard is enormous.
Good. Don't get
But
the
Mullen started to plant the fruits, fruit trees and stuff. And
That reminds me, Tony.
I said, well, you're gonna have to dig it up because we still have to do a little shaping up there. You know?
Mhm.
One buddy I had, we ran the club together in the military. when he saw a woman with a big one. He said, "Baby, you ought to put a fence around that backyard."
Oh,
He got smacked a few times.
of course you did.
Fred, man, he was in DC. He was smooth. Look, he looked just like Michael Jordan. You know, he even shaved his head.
Uh-uh.
He got more ass in a toilet seat, man. I'll tell you what.
Getting it in.
More than a car rental.
Fred was, yeah, he's a good buddy.
That guy named Bullock, his last name is Bullock. This dude looked like he fucking hated people, appeared. But he was the biggest. He's like the strong freaking country guy. And when he come over by us once, man, we thought, oh fuck. Who's gonna kick our ass or something. But he liked a lot of us, you get friends pretty fast in a short period of time, and he was headed towards North Carolina with 82nd, I think. And one of the other guys was going there too, and I said, "Hey, watch out for him when you get there." Because he's a real simple dude, really very, very simple guy. I said, don't let nobody take advantage of him, because he looked like he could fucking kick anybody's ass.
Big old gentle bear, though, huh?
Holy shit, man! Yeah, he had them freaking eyes. It was just like.
Kiko, you ever heard of Filipino cow shit juice soup?
Hmm?
Yeah, they take the cow's shit and cook it and squeeze the juice out of it and shit.
Squeeze the juice.
And do what with it?
You
Hey,
like
yeah.
fart? Like fart? Ooh.
Ooh,
What is it?
way up
How
there.
fine a looking cow that is. I wouldn't eat that.
It's way up there in Luzon, some fucking where.
I know you're thinking about it. Probably people from the hills, man. Jungles.
Cow
Guys-
shit soup.
Guys
Not
say
full of
that
corn.
when
You
they
get,
were running, chasing women.
no, they got
Man, she's
They-
so
they
fine,
like it.
I'd eat the corn out of her daddy's shit.
yeah. It's a good one when it comes steaming out.
Girls with a daddy issue, those are the best for a short time.
Yeah, because I'm going to treat her just like her daddy. Now get the fuck out the house.
I'm not gonna get into that one like last time. It got me angry
Mm-mm.
women on it. I was talking about my
You don't pay them for the entertainment, you pay them to leave.
worldly experience.
Yeah, your money's on the dresser.
It's a long night. Well, it's a long night when you ain't got your car.
All right? Your money is on the dresser.
I remember I had one of those Ford, throughout the 90s. I think it was a Korean car, Ford Festiva. I had a red one. It was a Ford 5-speed. And we went on our yearly bowling tournaments up and down. Or Sing, Green Bay, and Appleton. We just go just to get drunk. So one guy's car broke down. I had I had 7 guys in there, man. I'm fucking tired at the rear end. Some of these guys were big too. It was a
But those
4-seater
things
car.
went good in the snow because they were front wheel drive.
Holy shit. Well, we drove to the gas station or whatever we went, and we're laughing about it. The windows are all stained up, and fuckers. Most of these dudes in there were 200 plus.
Yeah.
Apartment, windows
You just,
closed.
well, that thing barely moved, man. First gear felt like it was gonna snap.
All 3 cylinders were pounding it, trying to get
Oh, it was a Ford
move
van.
them lard asses.
It was a Ford van. It did the job.
Yeah,
though.
Ford Fiesta. I think that was a Japanese type. I forget who it was.
It was a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, no, I think it was 3 cylinders.
No, mine was a 4.
Okay,
I don't know
you're the
that.
souped up version.
Yeah, the one with the fancy wheels on it, gold color, I think, and red. Well, we went up. We were in Green Bay at that. And by the time we went through the cities, we remembered ones that where to go. And my friends was I know I said this before, but it's so funny, kind of funny. No, trying to make Native Americans here angry, but we got to a bar on Schwabenheim, one of the little towns around Green Bay, Indian reservations. We go up there to one of our friends at this nasty ass apartment, and we had to bail out of the car. Fucking green eggs and ham shit. We go in there and a couple Indian guys are on the pool table. So my friend goes up there, said, I can't fucking lose. I'm playing like shit and I'm beating these guys. You know, he one of our friends, he liked smoking weed with whoever, McNally. He's related to one of the mafia guys up in Milwaukee. And Danny's sitting down on a chair like this. We're standing against the wall. They said, hey, Danny, where'd McNally go? He says, at the same time he tilts his head back, he says, oh, he's in the bathroom with Cochise smoking a joint. The fucking Indian guy was looking right down at him. Looking like this, man. He goes, you should have seen his fucking eyes get big, man. Yeah. With Cochise smoking a doobie. Oh my God. He says, I thought I was gonna die. You fucking probably would have, man. Because even though there's what, 4 or 5 of us, we we're all relatively the same build. We ain't taking this guy down. Plus there's another wild man like him in the bathroom. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. That was hilarious. That was a good times back then. That dude, one of them guys, I was 22 when I started it. I still had to have contact with 2 of them. Really. But, so we all grew up together.
Well, grow up is a figure of speech.
Yeah, we're all 23, 22, 23.
Grew old, you just didn't mature at all.
One of my friends that has girlfriend come in and live with us though, and I live with a bar. Her name was Bev, and she's a cokehead, so he don't know this. He don't do that shit. And one night she comes upstairs. We're in the bar downstairs, and I forget this ex-girlfriend of mine. It's in between girlfriend down there. I falsely said that I put her head through a window, which I fucking didn't. I had her arms and her elbow cracked. So she had these guys. These guys were bitching. I go, wow, it was her arm, man. So I'm down there and I go up. I better go up. Time to leave. Bar closed. And he comes up. The dude, the bar owner, the house owner. He comes up. Quinn, his name is. He comes walking down the hallway, pulling up his pants. He goes, what the fuck's going on here? He goes, he said, what are you doing here? I said, let me know what's happening so I don't come up here. So I had a white Camaro. That white Camaro I put upside the tree. And when I backed out of the garage, it looked good until I saw the front part of it. And she kept telling my friend, this is his girlfriend. Oh, he looks so good in that car. He looks so good in that car. But she was like that. The only time she looked good is when she was dolled up. Otherwise, I never said nothing to them about that one. Just when I had the 2 girlfriends and I had them both over one night. And I took one home and I brought over another one. And he kept telling one he goes, one's okay, the other one's freaking beautiful. And another friend goes, well, was he got a big dick or something? So he keeps saying for a couple of years, yeah, man, he didn't even wash his dick, I heard that for like 5 years. And finally I said to him, in front of everybody, I said, yeah, Joe, I used your wash rag, man. Didn't it feel pretty smooth? He was a good sport. Good times back then. Yeah, them days are numbered now, man. What are you going? When you just turned 66 or 65?
66 in a couple of weeks or a week or so.
Yeah.
Then I'm out. No,
Yeah.
today's not.
I'll come back on my birthday in October.
Who, you?
Yeah. Come back October 3rd.
Oh, I'll be
Man,
back. And the ham sandwich.
Yeah, a lot of good times. A lot of good times. Danny used to go home and go on. He'd come around and show off his bling. You know, he had a lot of, he liked to dress like the brothers. You know, he liked to act like, but he wasn't one. You know, he couldn't control no woman. He had women that were just fucking stupid. Man. I mean, nice looking, crazy. He'd come in with that gold on. We'd all be giving him shit about it. You know? So you know that movie Used Cars with Kurt Russell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had three boys. So they're not. I think they're. He says two of them are twins, but the little ones are twin with them and the regular size. I think they were all fraternal. But I said he was over one day. We were watching, and his kids were there. I said, "Hey," he said, "Boys, come watch this movie. Your dad used to dance like that guy on top of a car."
Hmm.
He gave me shit for it, man. I haven't seen him for a couple of years. And his sister, we used to, me and her were good friends. We were all friends. And I go over there. She's living by her grandpa, and I just went over there. I don't eat a pizza up there. Didn't think nothing else of it. But I'm sitting there. She had big booty. She's nice looking. She goes and takes this pill. And it's a blue one. I ain't thinking nothing about nothing. I ain't look. She goes, and I'm looking at her. And she goes, "Oh, well, this is for a migraine." Whatever, man. I think it was one of the no children's pills. But never take advantage of a good person. Just a good person. Should have married she married one of his friends. She married a cop. Anyway, we're on the right road now. You gotta start pumping them brakes, man, slowing it down. 15, 20 years left of life. It sucks. Oh, I'd like to get to 85 like my dad. I figure an asshole like him could, I'm surely let me get there.
Mm-hmm.
But if he had he had a stroke, like my grandfather had a stroke. Grandfather too. Died at 63, but the one my dad had, they couldn't tube feed him because there's gag reflex or some shit like that. And I'm the same way with mine.
Mm.
So that shit hits me here. I'm toast, man. I'll be toast anyway, but it basically starved to death. You could see him, the heart, man, just, fucking doing what it's got to do, like his chest raising up. And I thought, fuck. They kept calling me at 2 a.m. Well, they'll be down here you can pull the plug. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I said, as long as Uncle Sam's paying for this shit, I ain't doing nothing. Then they must have unplugged it themselves, because next day it was gone. That time of the day. That's when COVID shit was going on. They needed bed space. I forgot to even ask if he was conscious, whether he was, in a coma or what. I didn't try to wake him up. Yeah. Would have put his shit in. Other than that, I still have managed to have a good time. Not with him, but who's missing today?
Jack Riley.
Yeah, was he? Yeah, stuff, but I go up to that house every day. And I was watching them dump that dirt. They're getting real close to the front.
Has anybody heard about Gear lately? Is he doing all right? Is his health okay?
Oh, he said, he said happy birthday to my kid.
Who get?
Gear
Yeah.
did? Oh.
I ain't seen him.
I fucking knew, I knew I should ask
Prime
him.
Minister, Dice, they all doing all right?
Prime Minister.
Yeah, they all doing good. Will's still working with the new baby.
I thought that was,
You say he had a big baby, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a big boy.
he had a what?
Have to have a C-section for that one?
Yeah, well, you know. Some little Filipinos, they always get cut.
Who had a kid?
I mean, was Will a
Will.
big baby too? So
Oh, Will had a
You see how big he is now.
Yeah, my wife wasn't dilating correctly.
So they cut it out.
And that was stressing the baby, stressing the kid.
Yeah, that's what they say.
You wanted
I
out.
remember when the first time my first child, I was, me and the wife were going to these Lamaze classes. Remember that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You breathe, tell them, breathe, I am you cocksucker. You made
Oh.
me this way,
They-
But anyway, this woman in our Lamaze class, I swear, she looked like she was having quadruplets. She was huge. And her husband was like a 14-pound baby. Guess what she had? A 14-pound baby.
It's hideous.
Oh, man. Yeah. She was. I've seen women carrying triplets that weren't as big
Would
as
she eat
she was.
would she eat steroids or something? Take steroids.
Oh, man. Her husband was a big baby, so they had a huge baby.
Dropping a kid that big through that fucking hole, man.
Now, that had to be a C-section, man. Yeah, that's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Fucking 2-year-old.
They might come out with a backpack. Ready to go to school.
Yeah. Well,
Give me the keys, Papa Will.
I had these Laotians get on my bus. Family of, I think they had 5 kids, but the father was the regular short type of Asian, like 5'4" or something like that or less. And the mother, she was a dwarf, and she had a kid that was 4 that was taller than her. I couldn't see who the kid was. They walked on and went, man, a fucking freak. Another couple had they were young. This guy was just getting his brow beaten from his wife. But you wouldn't believe. This fucker didn't have a hope to be a man. And they came on, they had 3 kids. They're all screaming. They're like, sounds like 4, 3, and 2. And these young kids walked down after him. And I'm looking, I go, man, have another one. Them kids were laughing. They were a terror, man. It's bad when you have one, but you have 3 of them like that. One guy got on like 116th Street, him and his wife and 2 kids, and she just bitched up and down, man. This guy didn't get a moment's rest. Well, you fucking swearing at him. He got to 71st Street, he goes, I'm fucking out of here. He get off the bus and she goes, where are you going? Because he had enough. She wondered why he got up and left. Never stop. And I feel like I'm on the wagon here. What you been doing lately, Ron? Just hanging around waiting for the golden ticket? Or what?
Did you get your new grill yet, Ronald?
Kiko, they're gonna be going down next week. The final touches.
You getting a fall like 2 gold or 4 gold?
This is that's a titanium, baby.
So that lady must have heard
What
about
was that movie? Was it The Terminator? Who was that one dude? Remember had the jaws of steel?
What
What was
that
that character?
Who?
Come on, Tony, you know all the movies, damn it.
James Bond.
Oh yeah, the chief. That was that dude that played He played what's his name in Adam's Family, didn't he?
We played Lurch.
He was in no. He was in the one band Burt Reynolds had a football team.
Wasn't he a wrestler?
Hard.
Longest yard. That dude, he
See that?
He
Didn't
lived
need no
a-
damn Google for that.
was Jack something.
Use that old dusty Rolodex in my head.
Somebody, we was talking about this a while back, and somebody came up with the name of that dude.
Jack Cassidy, his name was.
No, I'm talking about the character name
Oh,
in the James Bond movie.
In the
with
James
all
Bond movie.
that, all that metal, with all that metal teeth.
I thought.
I'm gonna have to RC it because I forgot
Yeah,
what they called it.
Silvertooth. What the hell is his name?
They had I didn't think they call him Silver Tooth. But it was like a
Steely
7
Mouth.
foot fucking 7, man.
No, it wasn't Silvertooth.
You know who would play that guy today? Is that dude that he plays for Purdue basketball? He's at center. He's like 7'4".
Mm.
He kind of looks like that dude, the steel jawed or steel tooth guy. You doing an RC on that, Ronald?
Didn't
Mhm.
they just call him Jaws?
I think so.
Jaws? I don't know.
That's what I remember him from.
Well, that was way before the movie Jaws, so maybe they did call him Jaws.
Oh, yeah, it was Jaws.
Yeah,
That's right.
Was it?
Jaws? Yeah.
Christian, see,
Mhm.
younger mind comes up with those things.
But the South
Hey,
is
Bob.
risen.
His name
South
was,
here he is.
Richard Keel.
My brothers, it's wonderful to see you all.
What's up,
Hey,
Chris?
Not much, brother.
Yeah.
Been spanking a monkey lately?
Oh my!
Yeah, that was Moonraker, Christian.
Yeah. You're on the right channel here, but neither are we.
I can't hardly hear you. Let me.
Except
Moonraker.
people's are
Yeah.
studs.
I wonder why they named him Jaws when his teeth is in his jaw.
Had to come up with something sinister, right?
Just call him Razor Mouth or something.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
you know.
Computer on that. Cattle problem.
Well, he can use some implants right now. Shit. Well, he died in 2014.
Like the Poneheads, they did that. They're rounded, jaded.
What was his real name, Ronald?
Richard Dawson Kiel, Kiel, Kiel. He was born in Detroit.
Passes.
Died in Fresno.
That's her name. Wednesday from Adam's Family. She died originally.
Fresno? Hell no.
What the hell did he die from?
Starvation.
There was a metal shortage.
Yeah. They strapped him on so he had a 12 inches of fucking.
Died of rusty jaw.
Mm. It says here, he suffered a severe head injury in a car accident which impaired his balance.
Fell down.
He had to rely.
That steel went through his brain.
I guess so. Well, he was in a wheelchair after that.
Oh my!
Remember that one?
He was a big dude with a soft head.
He one of the Packer guys used to be an announcer on radio here on WTMJ, and Max McGee, he fell off a ladder clean. Hit that,
Yeah,
hit his head.
The motherfucker was 7'3".
Man, I had so many concussions. I swear to God, I told them, if I fell again, I'd die. Just talking to us. That dude told me, "Oh, I said, I drive for a living, you'll be okay." Okay.
Can you imagine what his mama said, Kiko, when he came out? This motherfucker was 7'3".
Ooh-wee.
You
That
sure
is
that's
wild.
not twins?
Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm pushing this thing out.
2.5 foot.
Mm-mm-mm.
Daddy
Hey,
doing big.
Craig. Hey, Craig. I hope everything's going great there. It's great to see you again. And it's great to see all you my brothers again. I've looked forward to speaking with you all.
Where you been,
So
How's everything down on the farm?
Junior?
good.
Happy?
Oh gosh, I found something I loved the other day at the grocery store. It's potato salad, deviled egg flavor. You know, it's got eggs in it. And, oh, it's so wonderful.
Eggs.
I thought you were going to say another woman.
That's
Hey.
good, man.
Well,
She got eggs in her too.
Everywhere
I
we went,
still,
everywhere we went when I was there, mother-daughter combo.
I text hello, and she does too, and things like that all the time.
That's a start.
This sweet lady.
Can't demand to drop it.
Just
A
do like
mother's
Ronald
daughter
said.
coming.
Tell her the money's on the dresser.
That's right. Get your ass up and get out. I can cook my own eggs.
Need a donation. Need a donation for you.
In your donation, and call your ass up to your Uber. And get the hell up out of here.
Mother, that door right there.
I don't need any woman for cleaning or ironing or making food.
You must be a fan of Bob Jackson. You sing that song too.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a living maid, get one. I don't need one.
Christian, all that stuff ends once they have the wedding cake.
Yeah.
That shit starts at the bachelor party.
I used to tease these guys at work. One lady, she was new, kind of new, and Tina's her name, and she was going out with this other guy. New, they're both short people, and so I'm sitting there. She's very loud, and he walks in, and she walks by him. She goes, "I told you I wanted to shave that thing. I don't want to see that." I'm like, holy shit! You know, and I started laughing. He just doesn't about. Spins around, walks out after her. He wasn't shy about that. She liked the movies, though. She liked them triple blood movies.
Hey, if you're lucky enough to get a woman you can live with, and that's good.
They couldn't because she just affordable. She got an instant headache. I just admire them from afar.
If you look at the divorce rate, it's not actually many women you can live with.
You're talking to the wrong guys here. we all been around that track a couple of times.
Well, right now we got even numbers right here now, Tony.
Really?
We got 3 singles and three married.
Yeah, so if I asked the married people how much freedom they have and how much arguments they have in a month compared to me,
Compared to me, my shit is down to 0. If anybody arguing, I'm arguing with myself.
Yeah, you argue with yourself.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times lately, Ronald. Oh, there's a Filipino food place down the road from me at somebody's house. It says barbecue, but I don't know what all they sell. I've been meaning.
You ain't gonna find no dogs or cats running wild around there.
Yeah. Well, I always joke with them, tell them I eat the scrambled eggs and scrambled rats here, you know. And milk my neighbor's dogs. They all laugh, and there was one that called me, and she said her and another YouTuber was talking about it, and they was wondering if I really drink dog milk. I said, yeah, it's a lot cheaper than raising a cow.
But is your mic very close to your mouth?
No,
You're very
Is it-
loud.
oh,
mic.
let me.
Late you are, Christmas.
I'll turn my thing down. Does it sound better now?
Yeah.
Okay, I put on the automatically adjust.
You got the video, please. You got the audio, please.
But I was wondering what to try down here at this Filipino. I know I would love lumpia, but other than that, I don't have a clue.
Well, you might want to try the
Chicken
marinade,
adobo.
chicken adobo, the marinade fish, the bangus or milkfish. They split it in half and marinate it in vinegar and fry it. That shit is good.
You tell you,
Chicken.
you gotta try some muff muff.
Set the hell up.
What did you say? What did you say that last part? After chicken adobo,
That milkfish.
milkfish.
Yeah. The marinade milkfish, not just the split fried joint. That don't taste good. But then you can try the sinigang too. Any kind of soup they got.
Yeah,
Or the
I'm
curry,
writing it down.
or the curry, or the afritada, or the calderita.
Okay.
Sister Teresa.
Or you can try to get a taste of the cook.
Get that sweet. Bring my son young guy.
Well, I can't tell around here if they're Filipino or Mexican. Around here, there's quite a few.
No. Did they call you
moved
brown
here
guys?
now. So what?
I just say it's hard, but they know how to seek each other out. When my wife first got to America, we were at the mall, and they look, they know.
If you hear somebody say pendejo, then they're not Filipino.
Ajo,
Yeah.
idiot, ajo, micro, idioto. That guy's watching that thing in the bar. He takes the trip, son, and the fun in the sun. The bartender says idioto, and he turns around. The fucking guy's sitting right there at the bar.
No, that pendejo.
He could have had that big.
What in the hell?
Hey, what do you call those deep fried eggs? They got a bread coating on them. I've seen them when people were walking buying street food.
Like a poached egg?
Nah, I'm assuming it's a boiled egg. It's they were quail eggs, is what I saw, and they said they're great. But they had like panko breadcrumbs or some, they're they got some kind of bread coating on them or batter.
That's a scrape your colon in a way. Never heard of that.
Do you like deviled eggs, Tony?
Oh yeah.
Have you made any for your wife, or do you have the ingredients at your stores there?
That's a hit and miss thing there. They might have something for chili, but they don't have the chili beans. But they got the powder though. And you ain't getting no ground beef with the shit here.
Yeah, I've asked Filipinos, and they didn't know what I was talking about. They'd say hot chili.
that, you know what I found out from this other American dude that's here? He goes shopping, food shopping at Robinson's. Robinson's got a lot of American stuff there. You know, that's a bit out of my way there, but they got regular ketchup and mustard where you can't get that at any other store. You have to price check stuff because they'll have stuff sitting on a shelf that'll say, 150. You go scan it and it's actually 40.
Oh yeah.
I like my dessert.
Yeah, it's pretty good, Craig.
Little Chianti.
eat the Filipino.
That's all you gotta do, man. You know what I say here in America? They say shit smells like tuna. So in the Philippines, it smells like tilapia or milk. And what would they say here?
Oh yeah.
Kiwi.
I would think is it? I mean, everybody in the Philippines is sweet, ain't they? Pretty much, just majority, or
No, they the same everywhere. You got sweet people all around the world, and you got assholes with them.
okay.
I was looking at this YouTube guy who was talking. I guess he's from the UK. He say his expat neighbor tried to beat the shit out of him and kill him. This wasn't even a Filipino.
Oh,
He had bruises all over his face and shit. He said, "I'm getting out of the Philippines."
You gotta learn how to fight.
Let's pick up a stick.
Hey, anybody that's willing to participate in taking a beating like that should get fucking beaten.
Hey, but as long as it's an expat, it ain't a Filipino. Just bust his ass up. There ain't gonna be no problem.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get deported from beating up an expat, but you will get kicked out fucking with a Filipino.
I'd be careful. They've been knocking on my door.
Yeah, because them guys. That's why most of them don't hang out with each other. You ain't got no real friends you want to hang out with. Just don't befriend any expat because you don't know how crazy this motherfucker is.
I seen one 2 days ago walking down the road over here. He tried to make eye contact, but I turned the other way. Fuck it. You know why, man? Because this dude looked like a 6'8" Cyclops or something.
Yeah.
Then these two. If you remember the Warner Brothers cartoon, they had these two guys. It must have been a son and a father. These motherfuckers were both these dudes were like 6'10" and 400 plus some pounds. And they got this little Filipino with them, showing them all this. I'm thinking to myself, my God, man, these fucking guys never took a proper shower. Fucking look like they didn't have enough smarts to even read a grade school a cat
Where was-
book.
Where was these cats at?
Oh, that's some.
Damn. Expats?
Coming out of Watson, yeah. Well, I didn't listen. I didn't hear them. I don't know if they were. They're Western, there for sure. These were like farm boys, like the fucking dunce kind.
Oh shit.
Motherfuckers.
Ooh,
Yeah,
them off.
those guys had SSI written all over them.
there's been a lot of Filipinos tell me I look Philippine, when I get a tan.
No, you do?
It's just, you know what your next step is? You go, man, let me know how I look without my pants on.
And whip out that pylon.
I'll show you the only part that isn't tan.
I know, right? It's purple.
You got my German helmet. You don't have them, do you? Like a tube stick.
Now, I have 2 Norwegian and 1 Thai man I would trust my life with in Thailand, but other than that, it's just drunks and bad people.
They did one of those shows, and they followed this British dude. It was a teacher, and just life, for Thai people, money, no money. And this guy was obnoxious, fucking. He had, I think he was there 20 years. He had to be glad he didn't get his fucking ass kicked. He might have, because all these people, he was annoying. People were being very, holding back their frustration with the guy. He's talking to women like they ain't shit.
All right.
Sorry, fucking good, man. They were
Great.
trying lately.
Christian, when you coming over? Where you going first? You going to Thailand first?
Yeah, I'm going Thailand first. I hope October or November if my plans work.
All right, cool.
Oh, we ain't good enough there, man?
Hmm?
Philippines ain't good enough.
No, I will visit Philippines too, but I will use Philippines as a holiday
wanna-
resort, not living.
You wanna bust your nut a couple dozen times over there.
Be like that. You seen this cat call himself H Bachelor Cool? This
Yeah.
dude, he's from Spokane, Washington. It looked like his mother sat on his head. He got one of these long ass heads and shit, looking at squeezed in.
In between the bus doors.
Little dude, looked like his head got caught in the elevator.
Yeah, when I retire to another country, I don't want to live like in a looks like I'm in a third country and third world country. The infrastructure in Thailand is much better than in the Philippines.
Oh yeah,
And the hospitals and all that other shit.
Yeah,
They-
and hospitals.
they got rid of. They had a big mission on getting rid of pieces of shit because they were really, going nuts over there.
Mhm.
Criteria was raised.
The only
How
thing that
did-
took me out of Thailand is them chicks, they refuse to even pick up the English language at all. I mean, and all that. God damn, I'd be done killed a half a dozen motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's less people in Thailand talking English, but if you look at the younger people, I have no problem talking with any Thai people I have conversation
They
with.
do.
But if you go high up in the mountains and stuff where
Oh,
people have never met a foreigner, yeah, it would be hard to communicate.
Mhm. Now, when I was in Phuket and Pattaya, oh, them bar girls, they only speak a couple languages,
But
Bak, Dala, them the only language they know. Bak, Dala.
but for me, the attitude of people are more important than the language.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Some of
when I
them
was at
girls.
the Berkshire, I was dancing.
Brother Christian, that
Korean
one,
lady dancing with me. She said, "What rank are you?" And I said, "I was a PFC." She walked away.
I thought Tony was whispering to somebody, to his son or something there at first.
Hey, bud.
Yeah.
I thought Tony was whispering to his son, but Christian, that
The
one,
little guy here,
lady-
9 years old.
the one lady friend that you had from Taiwan, my gosh, she's one of the prettiest ladies I believe I've ever seen.
Taiwan? Oh, no, you mean
That
Thailand?
before or after you
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
Oh,
I was
second
in,
marriage or 12?
are you talking about the one I was engaged with?
yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly how she looked, but I remember she was one of the
Looks
prettiest
like a-
ladies I think I've ever seen.
Those are the dangerous ones
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a brand.
Oh.
because you lose your freaking mind just looking at them.
Yeah. That's the ones I stay with.
I was telling the guy the other day, I was watching Sunshine Shoulders, and he said Man, these guys that get over here, they just fall apart and shit. I said, yep. They as soon as they get their passport stamped, they leave their brains at immigration. Because they do stupid
They
shit.
melt like butter.
They start doing stupid shit. Like, no. You come all the way this fucking far to be stupid. You could have stayed home.
Their perception of reality is different.
And you know how it is, though. If you ain't got nothing really going for yourself except what's in your pocket, you're going to do stupid shit. Pretty little girl come up on you, give you all this attention. You done. You know what I mean? You might as well just sell the farm.
Just hand the wallet over. You're done.
She just got done cleaning that jizz off about the day before.
If I don't like a woman, even if she puts his hee-haw in my face, I would not take it.
The smell right, huh?
It's just like anything else. You know, if you don't like it, you ain't got to deal with it. I don't fuck with Dorian. Yeah.
Spoiled fish.
Then nobody gonna fuck with Susie Rottencrotch.
Some of us guys can't smell, Ronald. Remember that.
She wears
You safe, Nico.
she wears a perfume called Crotch.
Mm-hmm.
Karate, you know.
I've got Curb. I still wear it sometimes in preferred stock. I like preferred stock.
I'm wearing all kinds of shit. I even. What up, boy?
I've been trying
Yeah, for sure.
I've been trying to master that thing where you put a drop on your hand with the palm with the water, but it's always overload.
Oh man.
Well, you know what the men do. Well, they do like the women. You just spray it in the air and walk up under it. And get all that shit to get on you. You ain't got to put it directly on you. You know, I'm using old school shit like Aramis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's Avon shit.
No, that's not Avon. Aramis
I
is
bought that through there. That blue bottle, didn't it?
no. Aramis is brown. Yeah. I think it's still over there. I got the new shit though. That Dolce Gabbana, baby.
Had my old English leather.
English leather, that high karate, and that brute.
Brute.
Yeah, that Jovan Musk.
Damn, that's old school.
I tell you, boy. Oh, don't forget that Pierre Cardin.
Wipe down them seats to smell like gas.
That Paco Rabanne, East Saint Laurent.
One of my stepdads in the past, he had a lot of Old Spice.
You got that too. I forgot where.
That Old Spice. If I had some teeth, but I could whistle it, but I ain't got no teeth.
Yes, my brother.
All you would hear is.
You can gum on that clip now.
Oh man, I ain't gumming on no clips. I'm gonna be biting that girl with them brand new clippers. She gonna feel the enamel.
Oh, they want all the money.
Fresh.
Do you have a sweet one, Brother Ronald?
No, not yet. I got approached today by my airline ticket lady. Shit, she want to call me later on from the Philippines at 4:00.
Okay.
She want to do WhatsApp, but I don't want to do WhatsApp.
Yeah, I haven't downloaded it on my new phone because the British Filipino lady I know, she calls me and she said if I go to the Philippines, she wants to go with me, and she's married. And I said, well, is your husband and daughter not coming? And no, said they don't enjoy time together. He goes to vacations and she goes to vacations, separately.
Yeah, you talking about swingers, bud.
Yeah.
I
Make
don't
a
get in the
marriage
middle of,
strong.
I don't get in the middle of no marriage or relationship.
I'll get in the middle of it if she open her legs.
She is pretty as the daggum day is long, I'll tell you what. Ooh.
There's another reason why I don't date YouTube girls, because they want to have every man on their phone list to talk with them privately,
Mhm.
even if they are together with someone, and that's not right.
They hoes.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh.
Who sang that song? There's some hoes in this house. I don't remember who sang it.
I meant to look up that song I sent you a while back, Ronald.
Hey, we're all gonna go off. We all gonna go off the private thing. Just say goodnight to the 6 folks in the background.
Good night, Six.
Good night, sex.
We'll see you
Hasta la
later.
vista.
What's off? You know.
Good night or a great day.
Hasta la vista, muchachos.